You know, so far, there haven't really been that many crazy side missions that I'm used to in a Yakuza game. Hopefully there'll at least be one that's memorable.
やめろ。
どや楽しんどるが最高のプレイヤー何もかも忘れてたっぷり甘えてんじゃ
進むちゃん勝手に外したらダメでちゅよ
Huh. Seems that I may have spoken too soon. Yakuza Kiwami 2 is the sequel to Yakuza Kiwami and the second remake in the Yakuza series, this time being a full remake of Yakuza 2 which released on the PlayStation 2 back in 2006. The game follows Kiryu as he attempts to find a new chairman for the Tojo clan, all whilst doing his best to prevent an all-out war between the Tojo clan and the Omni Alliance, a task made significantly more difficult by Ryuji Goda, the Dragon of Kanzai of the Omni Alliance. Who will come out on top, our Dragon of Judgement or this Dragon of Kanzai? This town's only big enough for one dragon and Kiryu's about to find out which one. On top of this main storyline with Kiryu, there are 3 additional chapters to the game where you get to play as Majima and discover what he has been up to between Kiwami and Kiwami 2, acting as a nice bridge between both games, as well as further connecting the prequel, Yakuza 0, to the rest of the series. Now I know I've titled this video, Is Yakuza Kiwami 2 the best in the series, and there's a couple reasons for that. The last Yakuza video I made was called Is Yakuza Kiwami the best in the series, and for some reason, everyone got mad at me for titling the video that, and everyone in the comments was like, no Liam, you idiot, Yakuza Kiwami isn't the best in the series. The best Yakuza game is Yakuza 0, a Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5 and Xbox One, as well as Series S and X. The response to that video made me decide on 2 things. 1, every single time I make a Yakuza video, I'm going to title it, Is this Yakuza game the best in the series? And 2, that I'm not going to dawdle and instead tell you right away whether the game is the best in the series or not. In my humble opinion, Yakuza Kiwami 2 is not the best in the series. Now I haven't played every Yakuza game. If it's got like a dragon in the title, then I still need to get round to it. But even amongst the Yakuza games that I have played, it's not my favourite, and that's mainly to do with the story. Personally, I enjoyed the story of both Yakuza 0 and Yakuza Kiwami more than the one present in this game. The story in this game and the characters present just didn't click with me in the same way that it had with the previous 2 games. Now some of the fault for that does lie with me, because I kept constantly getting distracted by the side content. Don't worry Majima, I'll help you build those hills and beat the 3 musketeers. There's a peeing minigame? Yes! My favourite Yakuza side content has returned. Don't worry girls, I'm about to become the greatest hostess manager for the 2nd time. Hey, Haruka, you're back! I missed you. You're in this game far less than I thought you would be. What's that? You have a request for me? Sure, I'll do whatever you ask. I do want to be a good Oji-san.
A few moments later.
Alright now Haruka, how many more requests do you have for me? Cause it is getting on my nerves now. I was waiting for you to show up in this game, and now I kinda wish you never did.
You are treading on some mighty thin ice here.
By the time I got back to the main story, I'd kind of forgotten what was happening in this game, and that is on me. But that said, I did exactly the same with both Yakuza 0 and Yakuza Kiwami, and yet I was able to jump back into both of those stories with no issues. I think it's partially because this game doesn't have any characters that could compete with the genuinely compelling character transformation of Nishikiyama in Yakuza Kiwami, or the beautiful bond between Majima and Makoto in Yakuza 0. I definitely do think that this is one of the stronger Yakuza games I've played, but due to its storyline not hitting me in the feels like other games in the series have, I certainly wouldn't say it's the best in the series. However, I did say that this is one of the better games in the series, and why is that? Well, first is the gameplay. This game seems to have taken a lot from Yakuza 6 when it comes to progression and combat, etc. Which makes a lot of sense as this game was made in the Dragon Game engine, which had previously been used for Yakuza 6. This game probably has my favourite combat of the series, though that may just be because it's so flashy now with so many particle effects on the screen. And I just adore the fight music that kicks in whenever you bump into some hooligans that only understand fists. It gets me hyped every time I hear it. Honestly, I think you could add that music to anything and it would instantly hype me up.
You little fucker.
I also really like that certain side missions unlock heat actions where you can work with a character from that side mission to break every bone in a person's body without killing them. Batman would be proud. Overall, I think that this is the most that I've enjoyed the combat and gameplay in a Yakuza game so far. It just felt the most balanced to me. Although I would be lying if I said that I didn't miss being able to switch between different stances like in other games. Whilst I did say that the characters weren't as strong as in other Yakuza games, that doesn't mean that I think they're weak or bad. I loved seeing Daigo's entry into the series, and I also think Ryuji is a memorable antagonist. Best of all is Karu, who is probably one of my favourite characters in the Yakuza series after playing this game. She feels like a perfect fit for these games, and is a very well-rounded and multi-layered character. I really like her relationship with Kiryu, and it was nice to see him with an actual love interest in this series. I know it's not the first time he's had one, but this is the furthest Kiryu's ever gotten with a woman, so hopefully he can now beat the allegations. Unfortunately, after this game, Karu gets written out of the series in Yakuza 3, which is just really annoying. I genuinely think that Karu is a great character, and I hate that the series decided to waste her instead of furthering her relationship with Kiryu. Also, thinking about these two making out has reminded me of another issue that I had with this game, its ending. This game pulls the old switcheroo on us, spoilers for the ending by the way, but the game makes us think that both Kiryu and Karu die in an explosion before the game cuts to the credits. Unsurprisingly, it's revealed both survived in an after credit scene, where it's revealed that the bomb was actually a dud and that all that tension and fighting at the end of the game was for nothing. It is such a cheap trick and a cop-out too, and I really hated that that was the revelation for how both characters survived the events of the game. That ending also didn't help my feelings towards this game's story, but overall, my issues with this game are very minor. It's not my favourite, but I did like the story and characters in this game, and I really liked the gameplay as well. And the side content was all you could ever want from a Yakuza game. I must admit that I was a little disappointed with the Majima chapters due to how short they were. I was truthfully hoping for more, but I'll still gladly accept what we were given if it means that I get just a bit of closure on the storyline from Yakuza 0. Speaking of which, I think Yakuza 0 still stands tall as my personal favourite in the series, although Kiwami 2 really isn't that far behind. But that is just how I feel. What about you? Do you like Yakuza Kiwami 2 or do you hate it? Is it your favourite in the series? If not, then which Yakuza game is your favourite and who's your favourite character? Let me know the answers to all those questions in the comments below, and whilst you're down there, please hit the like button, it really helps me out, and please subscribe, otherwise I'll cry. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye!